Hello and welcome to IABM TV. We're filming live here at NAB in Las Vegas, and I'm delighted to be joined right now by Carlos Morell, VP at Zenlayer. Carlos, welcome.
Thank you, Darren. Appreciate it.
Tell us a bit about Zenlayer and what you're bringing to the NAB show this year.
Thank you. So Zenlayer is a global edge cloud and network service provider. We offer edge locations in about 240 plus locations around the world in some of the hardest to reach locations. We're really trying to provide an opportunity for streaming companies and applications really to reach that end user and then provide a really rich and interactive user experience for those customers.
Okay, and you obviously deal with a lot of broadcast and media and entertainment type customers. What are the trends that you're seeing?
Yeah, it's funny, the trends that I think I keep saying, and I think we've all been witnessing, especially as early as today and yesterday, is somewhat of a consolidation, which is kind of expected with the space. But we're also seeing a lot of exciting new applications coming out and just barely scratching the surface. So we think that there's going to be a new way of interacting with media, entertainment, and streaming, and we're really excited to see what's there to hold.
And given what media companies are trying to achieve at the moment, do you see any challenges in what they're trying to do, and how does Zenlayer kind of help them with that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think the challenges are really trying to extend that reach and try to get those eyeballs and those new customers engaged with the content that's actually relative to them. I think for most of the challenges is that the content we want it to be tailored to us, right? We want it to be something to do with what we care about. A lot of that data, that gathering, has to be rendered or has to be processed on the edge. And so our edge network allows that kind of ability to be able to do that right on the edge. And I think that's really where I think we're going to see more customized, specific to ourselves, content that we want.
And I guess that is a kind of a modern media infrastructure, isn't it? I mean, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about cloud-based services, compute edge, edge compute, and all that kind of stuff. And that's your wheelhouse, isn't it?
That's right. I mean, I think traditionally, and it was the right thing at the right time, but you would be able to serve, say, a region like the APAC region. From Singapore, you could reach all these locations. But the reality is these other markets have grown. They're maturing. And we're taking kind of the hub and spoke approach where, yes, that's great. And we're in those core locations. And you need to be. Like Singapore alone, we're in like 13 locations. That's quite a bit for a country like Singapore.
A very small country,
right.
Singapore.
But in India, we're in like 25 locations. So we're expanding that reach and connecting it back through an ultra-low latency network that we have established basically worldwide.
Fantastic. So can you give us an example of how Zenlayer enables media and entertainment companies to effectively scale into those high-growth global regions?
Yeah, so just as I was mentioning about kind of that hub and spoke, the reality is a lot of media companies want to know, hey, is this market for us? Well, our bare metal cloud is deployed, racked and stacked and connected, and can backhaul it all the way back to any of the public clouds or to their own on-prem data center, and allows them to test the market without spending and shipping all of this equipment into these markets that are really difficult. They have regulatory challenges. Sometimes it's unique. Sometimes you have no idea how to manage it. We've taken all that guesswork out of it and have deployed it into a lot of these markets.
And I guess that, from that perspective, that you're seeing quite a lot of business, because that's what streaming companies want right now. They want global reach, right?
Right, absolutely. I mean, we obviously saw this massive spike with the COVID, and as that kind of dissipates, we see some consolidation around all that. But the reality is there's more and more of these companies coming online. The hybrid environment of kind of living somewhere else and working somewhere else, that's going to be here to stay. So we're enabling that in a lot of different ways. So we find it very exciting.
That's fantastic. Carlos, we've come to the end of our time. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. I hope you have a great show.
Thank you. Appreciate you too.